You can see the popularity of this young man wearing number 6 for the Crispa Redmonizers. The moment he showed up on the floor, it elicited a big cheer from the Crisp fanatics. The guy is playing with his left index finger heavily bandaged on account of a domestic accident suffered a few weeks ago. And here's Philip Cesar fielding the pass from his compadre Jeff Collins in an attempt to swipe. And a 3-second violation called by Mr. Bartolome. And Guidabin complains bitterly. At the same time, Guidabin is relieved by Jimmy Javier.
Surprise substitution this early in the game, seeing Jimmy Javier for Abid Guidabin.
Right, that was only the first personal for Abid Guidabin. 37-28, 9-point lead for Great Taste. Turnaround by Jeff Collins, follow up by Joey Carpio. The two JCs on the floor wreaking havoc on Crispa. Joey Carpio, Jeff Collins, I'm a JC too.
Well, Joey Carpio just picked up his second personal foul as Villamine tried to make his move to the hoop. Arnie Twadless checks into the game for Great Taste. Victorino gets a rest.
And Willie Pearson checks in for the Redmonizers. Javier, barely a few seconds into the game, is again placed in the cooler by Bernie Bernardo. I think that was just a stopgap measure there by Bernie Bernardo putting him in.
Well, what happened was Victorino just got a rest, so Coach Bernie feels as though he's better off having Pearson playing Arnie Twadless than Jimmy Javier.
And the wisdom of that decision will be borne out by the developments that will ensue. A miss by Frankie Lim from the corner, a loose ball foul.
Loose ball foul, Collins.
Collins.
Yes, Collins is going to have to watch himself. He has 2 personal fouls here in the first half. The Great Taste Club cannot afford to have him in foul trouble.
By the way, don't leave us at halftime of this game because we shall be bringing you our Pepsi Challenge PBA Hot Shot Contest, which is now approaching its climactic stage. One of the finest sideshow attractions dreamed up for the PBA Third Conference, sponsored by Pepsi Cola. And here is Jeff Collins, smothered by Willie Pearson, but he also got a slice of Collins' hand. No, it was Atoiko's foul.
Well, it's going to send Jeff Collins to the line for 2 shots. Jeff really forced the action that time. He had a wide open Frankie Lim to his right, but he was fouled. He'll go to the line.
Okay, you guys out there watching this game and who are married, if you haven't decided what Christmas present to give your father-in-law, well, let me save you the trouble of looking around the world for the right gift. Give the old man a bottle of Andy Player Special, now available in this beautiful new gift pack in burgundy red. And right there is a portrait of the legendary Andy Player himself, as handsome as yours truly. As handsome as that shot, too.
Well, Villamine did his damage inside. That's where he is best. He gets the 2 points.
40-30 is the count. Unproductive thrust by the Great Taste Coffee men. Here's Willie Pearson. Frankie Lim building up on Willie. All he has to is giving away about 2 inches in height to Willie. Here's Atoiko against Joey Carpio. He takes the shot. Oh, looks like that long layoff has really affected his shooting arm, but not Willie Pearson. And he's going to go for a 3-point play on that foul by Lim.
Well, Willie Pearson picked that ball up off the floor and shot it immediately.
Calling all Torres High School alumni, class 58. There will be a grand reunion on December 29th at the Torres Quadrangle. Please call up Feli Cruz Niebres, telephone number 594904, Rudy Merto, telephone 501998, and Dolor Gonzalez, telephone 494532. 40-33, Crispa slowly inching closer and closer to the Coffee men. Banal comes through with a very big basket. That should bail them out of trouble momentarily. 42-33, back to a 9-point lead with 8 minutes left before the halftime break. Atoiko acting the role of band leader for the Redmonizers. Philip Cesar with a great recovery. 4 points now for Prince Philip. Well, one thing you can say about the guy, he's been playing with 100% intensity in the last several games for the Redmonizers, and we just saw a baseline violation by Arnie Twadless. This might be the big break the Redmonizers have been waiting for, and Willis has just been replaced by Bernie Bernardo.
Well, Coach Baby DeLupin sees Guidabin come back in the game for Crispa. He's going to field Manny Victorino. Carpio gets a rest. And here in the second quarter, Crispa has been playing much better defense, Joe.
So the two awesome stratospheres are back on the floor, and here's Yo-Yo Villamin. Philip Cesar misses a finger roll. Abit Kidabin bangs it in. And Philip Cesar says, thank you, pal.
Victorino.
Manny Victorino also fouled Abit Kidabin, so Abit is going to go for a three-point play. Take a look at that last piece of action again in slow-mo.
Well, thanks to Gudabin, Crispa is starting to get very good shots at the basket. Both Gudabin and Cesar are starting to take control under the hoop.
You can say that again. The Redmanizers are beginning to look good again. They're beginning to smell good again, and they're down by only 4 with 7 minutes and 25 left before halftime. Arnie Twadlis. Manny Victorino making his move, watched by Abit from a safe distance. And here's Collins putting up an 18-footer. Bingo!
Collins, yes, Collins will hit you from the inside and the outside.
That's how you see why Philip Cesar really has his work cut out for him. He cannot afford to lay back on defense when it comes to Collins. Outside, inside, anywhere. And Abit Kidabin, now playing outside, is looking for a cutter. Atoiko from the baseline, makes his drive. Yes, sir. We've got a ball game again. That's just a 4-point difference in the scores. Jeff Collins against Philip Cesar, and Philip attempted to swipe his palm, hitting the fist of Jeff Collins. First personal for Philip. Arnie Twadlis inbounding from the left sideline. 17,000, closer to 18, I would say, in attendance here at the Araneta Coliseum for the first big match in this playoff series. Shovel pass by Manny Victorino. Why on earth he did that, I'll never know, but Philip Cesar said thank you. Here's how they go inside the paint. The finger roll is up and out. A tap by Frankie Lim goes back to Philip Cesar. Abit Kidabin, yes.
Well, it's only a 2-point ball game. Crispa had a 4-on-2 fast break that time. In the beginning, they weren't able to convert, but Gudabin scores the 2.
You bet. Abit Kidabin is on a big tear. He's already got 15 points. And all they need is a basket now to equalize. Arnie Twadlis, however, will try to stop that. Arnie keeps it alive. He keeps it alive on you. Oh, 6 attempts by Great Taste. All of them practically foiled by the Redmanizers. Yo-Yo Villamin goes strong, bangs into Panal, and it's an offensive foul by Yo-Yo.
Yes. Villamin was a little out of control. He gets the offensive foul. You see it on slow-mo, brought to you by San Miguel Beer. We have a timeout by Coach Bernie.
Well, that white shot should give you a fairly good idea of the very, very encouraging attendance here at the Araneta Coliseum after a long drought. In the second conference, Brown misses from 18. He's back in the game to trigger off those fast breaks of Great Taste, which were noticeably absent while he was absent from the floor.
Well, it looks like Great Taste is going to have a fast break this time as you see them come down court. Ricardo Brown from the side.
Well, just as we expected, Ricky Brown always gets things going for Great Taste, and it's back to a 4-point lead, 46-42. Another threat thrown in by Baby Dalupan is Bozo Renado.
Well, Chito Lozaga is also in the game. That's 2 straight turnovers for the Crispa club. Joe, we were mentioning during the timeout when Ricardo was out of the game, Great Taste's fast break was not moving as well. And also the Crispa defense, they were stopping the penetrations underneath the basket of the Great Taste players.
Well, now that he's back, the Redmanizers are going to go up the wall again. Here's Atoiko after that last turnover from a foul by Great Taste. Turnaround by Willis inside the paint. Beautiful. 12 points for Carlton Willis, and it's back to a 2-point game.
Well, in the States, in the United States, Willis is a guard, but he can really play down low. He's a good inside player.
Well, that's exactly the role he's playing for the Redmanizers right now, and it's worked wonders for Bernie Bernardo so far. Here's Bozo Renado making a move towards the basket and having the ball bounce off his foot. He was telling the referee something. Well, as a face-saving device, the ball really bounced off his foot.
He said it was somebody else's foot.
Well, might have been the Loch Ness Monster if anybody had a foot that big. 46-44. Abid Gidabin playing outside right now. Watched by Manny Victorino when referee Victorino
Offensive
halts
foul
play.
call.
An offensive foul away from the ball committed by Atoy Ko, his second.